You know, I learned a long time ago when they throw the ball, two good things can happen for us and only one good thing can happen for them. You know, we either intercept it or it's incomplete. If you allow them to run it, it's either a first down or it's not a first down. So you got to kind of pick your poison. And again, that's where we got to tighten up our coverage a little bit.
Why were y'all playing soft? I mean, was it just the guys on their own, or?
Yeah, I mean, that's the million-dollar question. I mean, we got after them a little bit yesterday, and we've got some talent out there. I can't answer that question for you. I don't know if the score dictated a little bit of them playing, because we have not seen that in practice or in the games thus far. We've challenged the ball. For whatever reason, we were way off Saturday. Off the receivers.
What is the overall plan in the absence of Jenkins and Matthews? And
well,
you said Kevin, why didn't you just say South Carolina State? Or?
Next guy's got to step up. You know, Donnie Baggs will play well for us. He played very well Saturday night. Donnie had his best game for us on defense, and listening to Coach Poland and the special teams, he had his best outing. So he's coming on at the right time. He's going to have to step up for us.
Could this be a game for Floyd Raven? I mean, with what they're doing offensively, but then also with your suspensions and your injury?
Yeah, Floyd's going to be a big major role this week, no doubt about it.
Is he coming along?
He is. He is. He is. I probably should have put him in the game Saturday night at corner. Looking back, how could I help myself? I probably should have put Floyd in the game.
Tony said after the game that he had a rough night, but I mean, what have you seen from him the past few weeks?
Well, you know, Tony's just a good football player. He struggled a little bit. Him and our corners, they struggled a little bit Saturday. A little bit of that is the competition he's going against. But Tony's a good player. The one thing about Tony Hurt, he will bounce back. There's no doubt about that. He's that kind of kid.
Seems like he already did that.
What's that?
Seems like he already did that.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, he did, in a big way. At the end of the game, in a big way.
You know, at the play, if you're not going to have him this week, the play of Howard Matthews, it seemed like probably because of injury, but he was playing a whole lot in the second half. It's kind of where he's come from the first week of the season.
Light years. I've been very proud of Howard. His attention to detail, all those kind of things are coming for that kid. And you know, that was the conversation yesterday. With them being out this week, him being out this week, staying in it mentally, and getting ready to roll a week from now.
Talk about the fourth down stop where you and stop the quarterback sneak and just put Jonathan in. Can you just talk about that stop?
One more time now, I'm sorry.
You talk about the fourth down stop when you got the
at the end of the game.
At the end of the game, where you and Jonathan said maybe a quarterback sneak defense, and you just put him in. Can you talk about what you anticipated there?
Well, I'm a little bit like Jonathan. I thought maybe we was going to get quarterback sneak again because they'd given it to us on fourth down earlier, and maybe that's why they went away from it because that was a tight spot now. I mean, that was a tight spot when they went for it on their own. The first drive of the game, they went for it on fourth and short. So I was anticipating that as well. You know, I tell you what, Sean Porter came off the ball and blew into the backfield and created a pile. And Jonathan Stewart shot his gun as well as, at the perfect time, he shot his gun as well as he shot his gun. And they met in the hole, and Jonathan ended up winning.
Because Jonathan is from Shreveport, could you talk about his importance as a senior leader who immediately bought into the new system, new coaching staff, and things like that, and how important that is to have a guy like that?
Well, I mean, he's the quarterback of our defense. You know, he's one of the quarterbacks of our defense, and to have him buying in like he's bought in is big time. I'll give you an example. We went Wednesday, this is the very exact question he just asked me. Red zone, short yardage, goal line. And we had to come back Thursday because he was a little bit too deep. And we went right out here in Kyle Field for about 10 plays and ran that exact play again and again and again and again. And, you know, the coaching point was he's got to shoot his gun. To Jonathan's credit, when we needed to win a game, he shot his gun and made it happen. That was big time. That's buy-in factor, as you said.
Right.
They ranked, Louisiana Tech ranks obviously high offensively. What are the biggest reasons for that?
Well, their quarterback starts with the quarterback. He runs their offense. He's very unselfish. You know, he's not turned the ball over. It seems like it doesn't bother him if he's got to hand the ball off to the tailback, who's playing really well right now for them. And he's got some speed out wide. You know, they give him a bunch of high percentage passes out here, and then they'll go deep on you. So they give him some high percentage passes to throw. They don't put him in harm's way. They keep him out of harm's way for the most part. And the running game's clicking right now, so it's making the world go around for him.
Did they do that off of play action, go deep?
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Where do you typically want your guys lined up? I'm talking about secondary guys. If they were playing soft last week, like
6 yards.
6
6
yards.
to 7
And
yards.
and your thoughts were they're probably 10 or?
Yeah, we're at 8 some, and we're bailing, you know, we're at 8 and we're bailing, out. It's not a good combo on 3rd down. I'm okay with that on 1st and 2nd down, but we work way too hard around here on 3rd down for that kind of stuff to happen, and Coach Chase has addressed that yesterday and this morning, and will continue to address that.
I have an explanation, for lack of a better word, about, you know, the 6 turnovers. Is it, do you look at that, just write it off as a bad game, or was Johnny confused? Did they do any, you know, defensively anything to confuse him or anything? Or?
Not really. I mean, he only had 3 of them. You know, we had 6, so it was kind of an overall deal. But it's just part of the game. It happens. We have to be obviously more careful with the football and take care of it. But I don't think there's one thing you can point to. They did a good job attacking the football and making plays on it. So we got to get better and improve.
It's just one of those games.
I chalked it up to that.
So
Yeah.
you talked to him, I guess, on the headsets after each interception. I assume you asked him what he saw?
Yeah, I'm down there.
He's on the sideline.
So.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
He's-
should forgive him too.
Yeah, no, he's, I can tell what happened most of the time, and we just talk it out and move on to the next one. He's got a short memory, and you gotta have that disposition. As you can see, he went back and played great when he had to win the game.
On the instances where you had a lot of time in the pocket and kind of waited it out, what I guess, what did you see that they were showing that kind of prevented him from throwing the ball downfield?
Just being young, you know, getting back to having confidence in what he's seeing and pulling the trigger. And, gotten a lot better since game 1, and we'll continue to get better.
Did you guys see anything in particular on the film, the long run in the 4th where he scored and it looked like one of their D-backs just completely pulled off? Was that an angle that we saw on television? Did you guys get a better angle on
It's
that?
an
Or did it
interesting,
just look like the guy pulled
yeah,
off?
interesting looking play. Looks like 2-hand touch. I think
Yeah,
he thought he
that's
was
what
going out
he
of
played
bounds. Yeah, I think the kid thought he was going out of bounds, and there was more room there than he thought. That's what it looked like. He pulls up to try not get a flag, and just unfortunate for them.
How much better are you guys getting in the running game week to week after seeing what you guys did last week?
You know, it's an ongoing battle. I think a lot of what we did last week, a lot of those yards for Johnny anyways, were, I mean, they weren't called runs. You know, it's him making plays. So we have to continue to improve, and if teams are going to give us that, we got to be able to take it and take advantage of the numbers in the box.
How much different stuff is he seeing? Like, we watch defensive lines not even rushing, we see spies, we see all, I mean, is there a lot for him to have to look at and figure out?
Yeah, there is. I mean, we're 5 for 5. What we've prepped for all week, they've come out and shown different looks. Every team we've played. So he's done a good job just on the fly, and the coaching staff's done a good job. The guys over in the box getting me information and kind of revamping our plan on the go and going from there.
Have you ever been around a young guy like that where they're scheming so much for him?
Probably not to this extent because the things he can do with his feet. You know, they have to take into account that, and then if you sit back and give him too much time, he can hurt you with his arm too. So, but I thought Ole Miss had a good plan, and they definitely changed up some looks that we hadn't seen on film, he hadn't seen yet, and really played well against us.
With Mike Evans, or how have teams been playing? Are y'all still getting a lot of single coverage with him?
It varies. It varies from snap to snap, but he's definitely a guy we got to push the ball down the field more and give him some opportunities. You saw what he can do. He's a talented kid, and we got to find ways to get him the ball.
How much fun is it to coach Ben Molina, and how much better you noticed him getting week to week?
I mean, he's what you want to coach while you get into it. Watching him practice and the things he does on special teams, and he'd take every rep he could if you let him, and that's what you want out there. And great energy on the sideline, complete team guy. Obviously sat around, waited for his time to play. So he's definitely the type of player you want on the team.
So you can kind of anticipate seeing him have more games like, or maybe not like last week, but similar to that, with as teams, as opponents come up or are more focused on Johnny?
I don't know. I think it'll be game to game, and we've said all along we got 3 really good running backs that any one of them can have a game like that at any time. So we're just going to keep getting them all the ball and hopefully they keep making yards.
What did you see from Johnny's demeanor when things weren't going well? Because that really was the first really bad stretch he had. How did he handle that?
He was fine. He's hard on himself, but he gets over it quick and plays the next play. And he knew he had made some mistakes, and he wanted to go out there and win it for his teammates. So that was good to see. He never blinked, put it that way.
I asked Coach Thumlin this, but it was a little bit of a mystery why he just took the football and ran off the field. Did you ever ask him that or know why?
No, that was with him. He just does his own thing sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.